Let me give y'all some game. You can always tell when a man really wants you and what his intentions are. It's quick story time.
That's true.
So I was talking to this guy, right? And we were talking for some time. And, in the beginning, you're asking all the important questions because you want to get to know the person. I was asking him about his mother, his father, how he grew up, what school he went to, what college he went to, things like that. And in return, he really wasn't asking me the questions. It would be like if I ask him a question, he'll kind of piggyback off of what I said. I don't even think he asked me when my birthday was. And if he did, it was only because I asked him when was his birthday. So one day I was like, I need to break it off with this dude. Like, I'm done. Like, I feel like I'm good off you. But let me ask him this. We're on the phone one night and I said, do you know what makes me happy? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, what? He said, gifts. And that's not my primary love language. I was like, that's not it. He was like, so what is it? I said, after all this time, you don't know what makes me happy. And if you were under the assumption that gifts made me happy, why you ain't never send me a gift? Why you ain't never buy me a gift? If you were under the assumption that gifts make me happy, why you ain't never buy me nothing? So that just means you're not in the business of making me happy. And that is when I knew his intentions. He really didn't care. I was just, I don't know, a space filler. I don't even know. I just know he wasn't really serious about me. And you have to be intentional about who you date. Like, if this person is not giving you the attention that you want or that you feel like you deserve, if this person not acting like you, I hate when men try to downplay you. No, I'm that girl. Stop playing with me. And that's how you really have to come, sis. Do not let no man play with you. You are that girl. So if he try to belittle you or try to act like he not that into you or play it safe, move it along. Because it's going to be a man that's going to go up for you. That's going to do the most about you. Trust me. And that's just my quick story time. I'm always...
Before I say anything, let me change my shirt. This collar all low. This collar really ain't no better. Why all my dang collars look like that? So let's go to the comments and let's see what the females are saying. Because there's only females in the comments. 2,867 comments. Somebody said, yes, I've met so many men who don't ask questions. He was just guessing. Watch this every day until I'm treated how I deserve. You worded it so perfectly. And man will listen to you and still waste your time. There's more. Yep, just broke up with a man for this reason. If he's not showing real interest in the beginning below service level, it doesn't get better later, which is also true. I'm going to say some things, though. If a man doesn't ask you questions about your life or anything, he is definitely not into you. He is not trying to get to know you. He is just wasting your time. Not necessarily. All men communicate differently. We don't communicate the same as women, but I'll also say some things to that. It says, you can always tell because you start questions if he likes you, and that's something you never have to do with a man that's interested. Okay? And then, yes, a lot of women do not want to accept it. Sometimes he just doesn't want you. Accept it and find what you deserve. Okay? Women intuition is never wrong. Always trust your gut. Well, I won't say women intuition is never wrong, but I do believe women have a stronger level of intuition than men, unless a man is spiritually in tuned. I'm not going to go through all these comments, but I'm just going to just go through. Listen, bro, that's a few things I want to say, all right? And like I always say, I'm going to keep it a buck. First thing I want to say is this. I want to show y'all this. Now, Business Insider says, study shows that men get an attractiveness boost when other women fancy them. Here's why. In other words, women are more attracted to men when other women like them. Now, she gave some valuable advice, but I just disagree with her just overall in general, just her whole ideology. What I do agree with is she said if he's not into you or he don't ask you questions, he's not showing that genuine interest, then don't deal with him. That is correct. The issue is, I don't know what it is about women. Maybe women from our community. I only know women from our community because, well, frankly, that's the only women I know. But y'all do a terrible job at picking men. And I'm not saying that we do a great job at picking women too, because, well, look how much of us is in baby mama drama. You know what I'm saying? But if for some reason, I don't know if it's because a lot of people in our community grow up without their dads in their household, but y'all do a terrible job at picking men when there are so many good men out here, bruh. And we're going to get into that later. But the first thing she said is that You should be in the business of making her happy. Listen, and I tell my friends, I tell my homeboys this, you can't make or keep a woman happy. You can't do that, bro. It's impossible. Women are never satisfied. I know a lot of women not gonna like the fact that I just said that. But women are never satisfied. What I'm saying is, and this is really my philosophy with women. Women love emotional variety. So there's no one thing that's going to keep a woman satisfied because her emotions vary. Depending on her emotions, depending on how much she's going to like something or be attached to something or have an interest in something. Women are pretty emotionally unstable. This is going to be real. Now, some women have their emotions under control better than others, but I know y'all don't want to accept this, but a lot of women, most women by nature are emotionally unstable. The only thing that stabilizes, in my opinion, is God. It's having that spiritual connection relationship with God. Having that spiritual connection relationship with Jesus will balance you out. That relationship with Jesus will balance you out. Now, everybody don't believe in Jesus. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here trying to preach. I'm saying a man's sex drive is strong as a mug, bro. And he wants to have sex with multiple women. He don't want to just have sex with one person. That relationship with God will stabilize that man in a sense, or balance that man out where he can control his emotion. He can control that drive to be with a whole bunch of women. So what I'm saying is this is the battle against our nature. Women are emotionally unstable. I don't be trying to offend women, but this is just what I believe. Women are emotionally unstable, and men can't control their sex drive half the time. They need a stronger source, which is our Creator, to be able to manage those things. We need assistance. We need the Holy Spirit. I'm just being real. We need Jesus, bruh. Which is why I disagree with the statement, happy wife, happy life, because you cannot keep a woman happy. How many simp behind husbands do you know out there where the women are actually even more dissatisfied in a relationship when them simping husbands are simps and doing everything for their wife? But I done seen women get bored of that stuff. And women, the ones watching this, y'all know this. I'm not trying to be disrespectful because I know I got a lot of women audience and I have a lot of men audience as well. I do not intentionally try to be disrespectful. I'm trying to teach y'all stuff. And y'all might look at this face and think that, that I'm too young or whatever the case is to have the knowledge and wisdom on these things. I'm trying to tell y'all I have a lot of wisdom. I'm 32 years old. I'm not no daggone 22-year-old boy. Next thing she said was, get you a man that listens and pays attention to every detail about you. Listen, guys, I actually completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. But unfortunately, for the most part, most of the dudes who are like that are dudes y'all not interested in. You know, the thing is, y'all want to change the nature of men. Y'all want the men who are the alpha males, the men who all the women like. Y'all want them to be like this. When you have plenty of good men out there who are some simp behind dudes. You know what I'm saying? Who are not necessarily alpha, but they're just good men. You know what I'm saying? Who just work regular jobs and just have regular lives. They will pay attention to every detail about you. But y'all don't want them men. Y'all don't want them men. Y'all want the alpha male, the players, the dudes that all the other women like, the high value men, to be like that. They're not. The nature of a man is when he has options, he ain't gonna be like that unless you must have to be a special type of somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Everything she said was good. Yes, women, love yourselves. Know your value. Don't just give your body to any type of dude. Yes, that is all true. The truth of the matter is, you women can live such better lives and more peaceful lives and more meaningful lives with good men, good Christian men, good men who like to go to work and take care of their families and come back, good men who are educators, men who live the simple type of lives. Y'all can have some really good lives with people like that. The problem is that ain't interesting enough for you. It's too boring for most of you. And by the time y'all come to that realization, most of y'all be like 40 years old and don't nobody be wanting y'all. Well, I ain't gonna say don't nobody be wanting y'all, but that's not true. Well, that kind of is true. But the dudes who want y'all already be having families and stuff like that, and they already having kids and grandkids. I'm not saying 40 is old, but there are a lot of 40-year-old grandparents. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all, a lot of women learn these concepts way too late. There's only a small percentage of us who are the alpha males, right? For example, me, I'm not I don't consider myself to be an alpha male, even though my own mother says that she says I'm an alpha male. But I don't consider myself to be an alpha male because I was never the type of dude that got all the females. I was never the type of dude that was out here, you know what I'm saying? Just out here, you know what I'm saying? I was always about my business. I was always about trying to become successful, always trying to, you know, I was in school. I was always choosing a good path. You know, I focused on basketball, then I focused on my education. Now I'm focused on business, and business is doing well. But I've always been the type of guy that I didn't get all the girls. You know what I'm saying? I mean, females thought I was, you know, handsome and stuff at times, but I wasn't the alpha. Like, I'm in a group, when I'm around a group of men, I'm not the dude that's like, let me be alpha. I'm the type of dude, like, and you can see the punching bag back there. I mean, I gets it in. Like, I will fight. I love fighting. You know what I'm saying? I do have that edge to me. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy fighting. But when I'm around a group of men, I'm trying to figure out how to have peace with the men. I'm not trying to figure out how to be the most alpha, how to be the most dominant. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a dominant. My wife says I have a dominant personality. My mother says I have a dominant personality. But when I'm amongst men, that dominance is matched with other dominant men. It's not a competition. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a good dude. So my wife snatched me up off the market. She was like, this man loves God. He loves to worship the Lord. He loves Jesus. He's kind. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He's not too soft, because I will fight a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I hate saying nigga. I'll fight anybody. It ain't about the type of color. You know what I'm saying? But because but I'm not the type of pick a fight. I'm not the type to try to flex up on somebody. I fight because I protect who I love. You see what I'm saying? I fight to protect the women in my life and the people I love. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, the point I'm making is I'm getting tired of a lot of women just complaining about men all the time and stuff like that when y'all choosing the same men. There's more good men out here than the men who aren't good men. Like I said, that's the top 20% of men y'all be wanting. There's actually more regular dudes out here that really want a family, that really just, you know what I'm saying, are good guys, but y'all don't want that. So I keep making this content and I'm starting to get frustrated because I want to help women. I want to help men and women in relationships because I believe in relationships. Obviously, I'm in one. You know what I'm saying? I got a picture of my wife and stuff right there. Look, guys, I love y'all. Tell me what y'all think, man.